During this webinar, my colleague Christian will present a brief introduction about Companio and about what we do and what we offer. And by the end of the presentation, uh, all of you could ask any questions, any doubts that you may have. And by the end of the presentation, we will answer all of them. That's why it's easier for us to manage the answer. And by the way, I'm Miguel. She's Chief of Operations at Companio. We got with us Christian, working with marketing, Pablo, a financial, and accounting expert. So, Christian, are you there?
Yes, I guess it's a good time to start right now because we already have people that log in time. Thank you for that. I appreciate your time and this opportunity. So, like Miguel said, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what we are. And what we are is we recently been named, we've been ranked as the number one most efficient accounting firm in Estonia. So that's what we are, a very efficient accounting firm that can help you simplify everything about your business management. And let's start. Basically, we are an all-in-ones accounting and compliance and business management platform. So the way that I see it is someone that is going to be there with you, with your company, is going to be always helping in everything that you need about accounting, compliance, and business management in general. We are AI automated plus real accountants because we believe in helping and enhancing the processes with AI, but also using real accountants to check that everything is correct, to have that real human touch in everything that we do and in the help that you actually need because you know that we know that it's better to communicate with people. Additionally, something that it's about part of our values is that we work globally. We are present in many countries and continents around the world, and we want you to be able to do the same, to work remotely, to do everything online, to focus on growing your business and living your life as we help you to do that. And we empower entrepreneurs, digital nomads, freelancers, startups, just basically any type of company that wants to work with us and wants to work globally and enhance our values. And more about our dashboard. Yeah, like I said, we are an accounting company, and our dashboard helps do a lot of things. But some of the most interesting things, or the things that I found um, better that can help people, is, for example, our automatic bank reconciliation. You don't have to worry about a lot of processes or things that you need to do with banks and stuff like that because a lot of things are automated here. We simplify the invoices and tax compliance. For example, you can have your own email address where you can send all the invoices and it's going to be automatically added into the platform. It works very easy. And something very interesting is that our dashboard can integrate with over 2,000 banks. So this is very useful for anyone around the world that is used to work with a certain type of bank, for example. Most likely is that it's going to be able to work with our dashboard, so you don't have to accommodate to different banking solutions if you don't want to. And this is just like the basics things that we can do. It can do so much more. And like I mentioned, our team of experts, they are there to help you with the compliance, local and internationally, because we offer services in different countries also, and we work with people from a lot of countries. So we have to make sure that the compliance works perfectly in your own local country and the country that we're working for, for example, Estonia, Bulgaria, Spain. And we have personalized real-time support. It's there available in practically seconds that you write. In less than a minute, you're going to receive an answer. This in multiple languages also, considering that you, because our customer support team is online from 9 to 6 p.m. CET. So considering those times, you're going to have an answer really, really fast. And what do we do? Well, like I said, we combine the technology and the expert knowledge to offer you these services. Business incorporations in Estonia, Bulgaria, and Ireland. For the people living in Spain, we also do the autonomous registration and obviously accounting and compliance for all of these countries. But we do much more. Some other interesting solutions, for example, people or companies working with Amazon FBA, we have that also covered. Can offer you real time insights. It's fully integrated with our dashboard, and you can work with this perfectly. We offer solutions like Companio Work, for example, if you are expanding, if your company is growing and you need to hire more people and you want to do what we do is basically work from everywhere, hire the best talent available worldwide. You can do that practically with Company Work, because we hire in 80 plus countries and within 24 hours, and you don't have to worry about the regulations in those countries because it's everything there. It's fully compliant for these 80 plus countries. And one of the most interesting solutions is that Companion. I know that this might not be for everyone because it's kind of a personal chief of finance officer assistant. It's basically for those companies that are growing really exponentially, really fast, or that just have a lot of invoices and need like more personal attention. You have your own accountant that's gonna be there helping you with invoices, payments, reconciliations, reports, etc., etc. So I know that it might not be for everyone, but it's a really cool solution that we offer also. And a little bit more specifically of what we do in each country. Like I mentioned, in Spain, it's for freelancers or expats living there, but you need to have the Spanish residency. It's perfect for people that wants to approach also Spain markets, Europe markets, and basically a little bit more is that we don't charge the registration. In 5 minutes it takes you to be set up. The tax might be variable depending on the person, depending on the earnings, depending on very different things, but from 19 to 47%, and VAT is up to 21%. In Estonia, this is where we have our most expertise because we are also based in Estonia. It works basically worldwide for any digital startup, digital nomads, but it's crucial to have the e-residency. We offer also help if you need on this process. And it's kind of perfect if you're trying to reach Scandinavian and European markets also. Some very characteristic thing of Estonia is that prioritize digitalization. So everything, the e-residency, for example, you can do the process online. It's kind of fast also. In 1 to 5 days, you can have that the company set up. The e-residency might take a little bit more time, it depends, but it's kind of a simple process. We can help you all the way. And something very interesting is that the tax that's retained, it's 0%, so that's very cool if you're starting your company. And the VAT overall, it's 22%. Now with Bulgaria, also can work well worldwide with SME companies, with e-commerce especially, and with OSS businesses. It's better if you're focusing on the Balkans and East European markets, but also works with all Europe or worldwide, but that's kind of the main focus. The best things about Bulgaria is that it has the lowest corporate tax in the whole Europe. It's just 10% and 5% on tax dividends. It has the lowest operational costs, and it's also very fast to set up. In 5 to 10 days you can have your company registered. And finally, we have Ireland. It's kind of perfect for those startups that are seeking fundraise, especially in the areas of tech, fintech. But it's also necessary to have a European director or secretary. So that's kind of something to have in mind. But it's kind of a perfect place to set up your business if you're targeting English speaking markets. So the UK, for example, Canada, that's kind of your place if those are your target countries. But obviously, you can work for any other markets. And something very interesting about Ireland is that they have a low and direct corporate tax. It's just 12.5%, a little bit more than Bulgaria, but less than Estonia. And that it's very a mature environment for startups. So if you're having a starting a startup, this is kind of your country for you. Now, just to compare a little bit about these three countries, just to have something in mind, not if just, okay, if you're planning on starting a company, something to have in mind, obviously, is how much money you're going to have at the end of the year, the fiscal year, for example. So in this example, if you have a total revenue of 1 million euros, let's say, the gross profit is going to be the same for each country. But in Estonia, if you have your gross profit reinvested, the tax is 0%. So at the end of the year, you're going to have the same 400,000, but the distributed is 22%. So you're going to have less than the other than Ireland and Bulgaria. So basically, this is just like a summary table that explains a little bit of the numbers. Like I mentioned, Bulgaria has the lowest tax in the whole Europe, so that's something to have in mind. But yeah, basically, this is kind of an overall simplified version of how it would work in each country. And to finish a little bit more about us is that we don't consider ourselves just as accounting. We consider us the future of accounting because everything that we do, like for example, we've been helping over 2,000 businesses and freelance worldwide. We process over 30,000 transactions monthly. This talks about our number of processes that we do monthly based on our platform. We have done over 800 annual reports, and like I mentioned earlier, over 2,000 banking solutions and crypto wallets also that are that can be integrated into our dashboard. And thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Now it's the time to write your questions in the Q&A tab. And if you want to stay connected with us, if you have more, I don't know, you don't think right now of any doubt, I suggest you can save these QR codes on your screen so you can have a discovery call with Andrea, our sales representative. Or if you need a little bit more time, you have like more in-depth questions, you can schedule a consulting session with Pablo for 30 minutes. And yeah, basically that's it. Thank you for your time. Like I said, it's the perfect time right now to write your questions. And I think we already have the first one
Yes,
from
thank you very much. Thank
yes.
you very much, Christian. It's been awesome. Let me read the question for you, Christian and Pablo. The question is from Marcelo, and he's saying first, I am an autonomo, a freelancer in Spain, and I have my OU in Estonia. I teach languages. I am hitting the second year as autonomo next April, when the social security will drop. I am planning to open a company in Madrid, a language school. Is there any realistic incentive to maintain my OU in Estonia after I open a company in Spain? So he's a freelancer, and at the same time he's got the company in Estonia, right? So now he's thinking about opening a company in Spain, right? Like probably SL, SA or SL, right? So his question is, at that very moment, right, is there advantages on keeping the company in Estonia and the company in Spain, Pablo?
Well, first of all, my question will be exactly the opposite. Is there any realistic incentive to open a company in Spain and SL when you can have your own company in Estonia? I mean, the advantage of having the company in Estonia for those profiles who are available to make the OU with us are multiple. I mean, the tax advantage are very important. I think that here all we know all the important tax advantages that we can have. I mean, in Spain, in the end of the year, if you make a profit of, let's say, 100K, you are gonna pay the 25% of it as the IS, as your company gonna pay the 25% in taxes of that benefit. In Estonia, no. In Estonia, you can make 100K per year, but if you only extract from your company 10,000 euros, you're only gonna pay for that 10,000 euros, and the 90,000 euros that you are left in your company are completely tax-free. So that's the main advantage for sure. Everyone knows about it. But in fact, there are more advantages than that because, for example, we are always hearing our customers' problems or suggestions with the Spanish tax authorities that are very tough. The Spanish tax authorities are very, from the minimum problem, first they are gonna make you pay a recharge for any small error or any small misinformation that you may have. And in the other hand, in Estonia, the Estonian authorities are very more friendly with the customers and with the companies, are very more talkative. I mean, they can always hear your version of the problems. They are not gonna recharge you in the first touch. You know, they are gonna always hear your version and. Let's say that reach a favorable ending for everyone. So I mean the advantage of having the company, the exemption of the VAT for the between B2B sales are also interesting. So I mean, yeah, honestly, my question will be the opposite. Why have a company in Spain while you can have it on Estonia, right? Yeah.
But I needed to unmute myself. Thank you very much, Pablo. I hope that helped you, Marcelo. In any case, you can also book a meeting with Pablo or Andrea over there if you have more questions or you want to know more about this. So the next question is from Alexei. Alexei, he's saying his national passport, I think this is Ukraine, Ukraine. He's located in Spain and he's about to set up an autonomo freelancer in Spain, but he wants also to open a company in Estonia. And his question is there any risk of having double taxes for personal tax in Spain and Estonia at the same time?
Well, the answer for this question is absolutely no. I mean, some customers can maybe misconcept some things. I mean, your company gonna pay the taxes as a company, as a juridical person. And those taxes will be the dividends of the 22% gross of the amount of dividends that the owner of the company, the shareholder, the owner of the company wants to distribute. That's the tax that the company, that the OU in Estonia, gonna pay. When the owner of the company or the owners receive that amount of money, that import, on their bank account, on their bank account in Spain, on the physical bank, on their physical person's bank account in Spain, they have to declare those dividends as physical persons that are receiving money from an outside company, and that's also include a tax, a physical person tax. But there are different taxes. I mean, you cannot be double taxed for the same concept. I mean, one tax are be paid by the company, and the other tax it will be paid by the physical person, the owner of the company. But those taxes have different natures, you know. So no, you're not gonna pay double tax for anything.
Okay, I think it's pretty clear, Alexei. Again, I invite you to book a meeting with Andrea or Pablo if you have more questions, or if you want to share with them more details about your business, your activity, or your worries. And if there's no more questions, I guess this is the end of the webinar. We will publish this webinar probably in YouTube, and you will get an email so you can review this lately, like YouTube. Okay. So thank you very much again, Pablo. Thank you, Christian, for your presentation, and thank you everybody for attending this webinar. Thank you.